It's quite surprising when we get to know about some places in the world where the people get to live through harsh and almost unbearable weather conditions. My inquisitive nature led me to know about a place in the Siberian region of Russia called Yakutsk. Welcome to Yakutsk, Russia, the coldest city on planet Earth. Welcome to the most extreme city on Earth, where the temperatures are colder than your freezer and the people are warmer than a cozy fireplace. The lowest temperature ever recorded was in February 1987 at minus 83.9 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 64.4 degrees Celsius. And the sun doesn't rise for months. Sounds crazy, right? Wow, this is very, very crazy. Despite these harsh conditions, Yakutsk, Russia is home to over 300,000 people who live through this extreme cold to live, work and thrive. From frozen lakes to snow-covered streets, we will take you on a journey to explore the daily life, culture and traditions of this incredible city. Sit tight and let's start this journey. Yakutsk is nestled in the heart of Siberia, a vast and unforgiving region in Russia, founded in 1632 by Russian Cossacks. Yakutsk was initially a small fort on the Lena River, established to expand Russian influence in Siberia and secure trade routes. As the city grew, it became a key hub for Russian expansion into the Far East, attracting settlers, traders and missionaries. Siberia's rich natural resources, including gold, fur and timber, drew people to the region, and Yakutsk became a major industrial center. Despite the challenges posed by Siberia's harsh climate, Yakutsk continued to thrive during the Soviet era with significant investment in infrastructure, education and healthcare. Today, Yakutsk is a modern city with a population of over 300,000 people, boasting a rich cultural scene, cutting-edge scientific research, and a unique blend of traditional and modern architecture. From its humble beginnings as a small fort to its current state as a thriving city, Yakutsk's history is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people and the enduring spirit of Siberia. This city of over 300,000 people is built on top of a remarkable natural phenomenon called a permafrost, where hundreds of meters deep of dirt is frozen all year round, and the first rule is to not dig. This permafrost is up to 1,500 meters thick, making it one of the thickest and oldest permafrost regions on Earth. To adapt to this unique environment, houses and buildings in Yakutsk are constructed on stilts or pilings to keep them above the permafrost and prevent damage from shaking. The permafrost in Yakutsk remains frozen at temperatures ranging from minus 2 degrees Celsius to minus 12 degrees Celsius, and it is estimated to be around 3 million years old. Wow! However, as the climate warms, the permafrost is unfreezing, causing infrastructure damage and instability. Yakutsk permafrost remains an incredible natural wonder that has shaped the city's development and infrastructure. Driving in Yakutsk, the coldest city on Earth, is an adventure like no other, and it is extremely dangerous. Car owners in Yakutsk leave their engines on for the entirety of winter, because if you turn your engine off in such cold temperatures, it is not likely that the engine will be able to turn back on. Plus, the oil and gasoline in the car would freeze if it is not in constant use to power the car. Some Yakutsk residents forgo their cars for the winter, knowing that they won't turn it back on until June when the temperature gets warm. The streets are icy, the cars are rugged, and the locals are warm and welcoming. The most interesting part is the Lena River, which freezes over during winter, turning it into a vast and motorable highway for cars, buses, and motorcycles. The first safety measure in Yakutsk is to dress warmly. I mean, really warmly. Temperature can easily drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius. When traveling to neighboring towns, the roads are icy, which makes it very slippery and has limited visibility. If your car breaks down, there isn't any cellular service in most of Siberia, and it is normally too cold to even use a cell phone to call for help. And there have been cases of people freezing to death in the wilderness due to frostbite and hypothermia. Have you ever wondered how cars in Yakutsk stay warm and safe in such extreme temperatures? It is all about the window layers. Car windows in Yakutsk typically have 3 to 4 layers of glass and protective film to keep the cold out and the warmth in. This special glass is designed to withstand temperature as low as minus 50 degrees Celsius, and it is a must-have for any vehicle driving in Yakutsk's harsh winter conditions. The coldest city on earth is a place of extremes. The temperatures can drop to minus 50 degrees Celsius in winter, and the average temperature is around minus 34 degrees Celsius. But despite the cold, the city is home to a thriving community that has adapted to this harsh climate condition. Locals here don't need freezers to store their foods. They simply hang it outside the window, where the minus 40 degree temperatures keep it fresh. Meat, fish, and even vegetables are all stored outdoors. When it comes to buying fresh seafood, the fish market is a unique experience. The fish market is a bustling hub of activity, with locals buying and selling fresh seafood, which are all on display, stored in the snow where it is kept at the perfect temperature. You can even see fish frozen in blocks of ice like a seafood sculpture. Majority of the fish are caught in the Lena River, despite it being frozen for most of the year. To catch fish, locals use specialized gear to fish through holes in the ice. They drill holes in the frozen river and use nets or lines to catch fish in the ice, which serves as the most important means of livelihood for most families in Yakutsk. Animals in Yakutsk have adapted to survive in this harsh subarctic climate. Many animals in Yakutsk have thick fur coats that help to insulate them from the cold. They also build up fat reserves during the summer months to sustain themselves during the long, harsh winters. This adaptation enables them to survive for extended periods without food, relying on the stored fats for energy. The climate change in Yakutsk is twice as fast as the global average, and it is having a profound impact on the region, threatening traditional ways of life and the existence of this unique and fragile ecosystem. Warmer temperatures are altering the habitats and iconic species such as the reindeer and the polar bear. With the rising temperatures and the ice melting, the polar bears will be cornered into smaller habitats that may untimely lead to their demise or extinct in Yakutsk. One other problem with living on permafrost land is that the burial of dead bodies isn't always the easiest. In some regions where the land never unfreezes, graveyards are actually illegal, and bodies are required to be buried on lands where you can build a graveyard. In Yakutsk, they are determined to proceed with a typical burial process. It just ends up lasting 2 to 3 days. A big fire is lit where the body is going to be buried, and then hot coals are arranged around the area until there is a hole in the permafrost layer large enough to store a casket. Although Yakutsk is the coldest city in the world, but an extremely small town about a 33-hour drive from Yakutsk called Oymyakon. The official lowest temperature recorded in Oymyakon was negative 96 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 71 degrees Celsius in 1924. This small town's name, Oymyakon, translates to unfrozen water, and it has a population of roughly 462 residents, and it is quickly diminishing. Just like Yakutsk, Oymyakon relies on its meat to survive, as no plant can grow in that type of climate. The resilience and strength of the people of both towns to live on such extreme conditions is pretty remarkable. Although we have other extremely cold places in the world we can actually talk about, but Yakutsk stands unique due to its ancient culture and history. If truly you've learned something new, kindly click on the subscribe button, like the video and share to your friends. Also, click on the notification button so as to be notified immediately we drop another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.